the sex in her. And I can put you in. I can put you in.
Alright, welcome to Radio Free Redo for. Fuck, what is it? July 9th. Just from July 9th. Holy shit. I'm doing the NYT crossword as usual. Trying to, Al. No, Altoids, you fuck. Epsilon. YouTube, which I'm kind of streaming on me. What's her face? Ruling. Places of residency. Raw. Jim. And. Oh, yeah, Tenson with an O. Yeah, I like to pretend I'm smart sometimes, I have to get that illusion. Hold up. Let me post to a friend. Let me just. Now, with the crossword, I like these. These are, fun, stimulating. They make you pretend like you're pretty smart. I used to do these every fucking day. I mean, every fucking day. And then I think, I don't know, I mean, it might have been COVID or just forgetting to because I forget about stuff like it's living, like it's breathing, I mean. And I just stopped, and then I was with a friend last week. She had a friend over. I was watching her live, and we did a crossover, and lo and behold, they're fun again. So, yeah. Good news, though. Another good news. The barrage of fucking fireworks, right? This Al Qaeda shit going on outside, it stopped. We finally got back to normal. Like, the Tuesday after. Right? Tuesday. No. Wait, what was the 4th? A month. No, probably the Wednesday after, right? The Wednesday after. Everything goes back to normal, and I'm so fucking happy about that. So fucking happy, because people. The problem with people is that there's having fun, and I think some of you have way too much fun. Right? Some of you have way, way too much. Oh, Sarah. Poggies, I have no idea what the fuck that means, but Poggies. Yeah, some people, listen, having fun is great. Some of you start this fucking fireworks thing in like April. It's like, I'll get back from Easter, right? I gig a lot, right? And then I'll start hearing fireworks, and then I'll just keep going to 4th of July, and then after, thank motherfuck they've stopped. Now that's not a. That could be wishful thinking. Maybe they resume in August. Maybe there's some holiday people care about. You know? Maybe there's some holiday people care about where they where they um just have loud noises as fuck for another 3 months. But this was a big story. I was hearing about it um yesterday and watching it all through the night because obviously Japan time. The former prime minister of Japan, Shinzo Abe, was flat out fucking murdered with a homemade. So the reason why it's a homemade firearm is this: gun laws in Japan. Gun laws in Japan. There's okay. So gun laws worldwide are on a spectrum. They're on a spectrum from the U.S., which has none. Just like me, IRL, I don't give. We have no gun laws. We had some, and then fucking 2004 came and Bush, and then we got rid of them. To strict, and I mean strict. You'd have your Mexico, Japan, England, Australia, which took a shift towards them. Japan's is like beyond strict, right? Japan's laws are so strict that there's like 5 guns in the entire country. It's like hunters and the police. And even they have to go through like 9 steps to get a gun. These laws wouldn't happen here because if they happened here, there'd be a fucking revolt. And I'm not even joking. If America adopted Japan's gun laws, there'd be a revolt in about 30 minutes. And also, crime in Japan is incredibly low, right? The Japanese have spent their entire life, and it is a country that in the past 100 years or so has gone through immense change. Like the Japan before the war and Japan after the war are like complete different planets. They've always known a Japan that was incredibly safe. Like a 3-digit level homicides per year of like 150 million. So this happening, especially when it's someone like him who, I mean, he has his faults, right? But very, very popular over there. Very, very, very popular in Japan. He's kind of that every country has that leader who really who's there for a long time and changes the traction of the country, right? Churchill, Bush, both Bushes, honestly, Clinton, FDR, uh, India had the Gandhis, France had Charles de Gaulle. Japan has Abe. He was there for a very long time and only resigned because of health reasons 2 years ago. And would have probably still been prime minister had it not been for health reasons. A, because he's really popular, and B, so the way Japan works is that their electorate is also very old. It's a very old country. Like its birth rate is in it was the OG like birth rate in fucking shambles kind of country. So Japan's electorate is very old. And they've been voting for the same. Hold up. Let me. Let me. Let me. They've been voting for the same, like, right-wing corporatist party since year 8 BC. Oh, and everyone, before all this loads, by the way, Everyone follow. See this avatar, Sarah? She plays harp. Yes, because again, Japan has had the same right wing corporatist party for fuck 60, 70 years. It's one of those countries the where the other parties kind of try. Um, See, this is liberal, the LDP a since what 1954, 8, all but two times they've had the majority. All but two times they've had the majority. It's one of those places. So, was he dissatisfied with obvious politics? Yes. It's very surprising that would happen in a place like Japan, though, right? I mean, it's still shocking. It's still very, very shocking. Because again, people in Japan have known Japan to be this incredibly safe place. Now, right, it's unlike America, where as much as I like this country, it's not perfect. Like, the notion of a perfect country is demented and out of touch. That's something I'd expect to happen here. So it's just a weird story. It's very shocking. Now next is Boris Johnson, this fucking mop. Boris, you fucking mop. Sarah catching it. Yeah, that's a. So he finally fucking quit. This fucking grifter finally, finally quit. And grifter because the guy is a shit. Um, he's an opportunist. He, just kind of, um, just kind of the whole Brexit thing because it looked good. When in reality he was very, very pro, and yeah, Chrome is being kind of a fuck, just always being a fuck. When it looked good, because I mean, the fucking guy, Boris Johnson, listen, he was mayor of London. London. He was mayor of fuck. Listen, London is the financial, multicultural, music, money hub of the entire world. It didn't just vote Remain. It didn't just, when Brexit came around, it didn't just vote Remain. It voted Remain. Right? It the only other place in the entire UK that voted more to stay in the EU was Scotland. And Scotland is smart. Scotland knew that if they left, everything would get a lot harder. But yeah, Boris is a grifter. He only went on Brexit because it was good for the Conservatives. and he could have a chance of being prime minister. It caused that whole thing three prime ministers, Cameron, May, and Johnson, a couple years later. But yeah, the story is basically this. He does a lot of stuff within his own party. I mean, his own party didn't even like him much to begin with. When a so for those who don't know, a prime minister is the head of a party in the UK. And when that head either loses an election, which happens a lot, or their party hates them, which happens a lot, in these Commonwealth countries, they have leadership contests where everyone who can fucking fart will get their hand into a race, and then suddenly you have a battle. Boris Johnson made it through somehow. He's funny, but he's not a good leader. He's liked in Ukraine because he was good for the war, but that's it. And his party, and eventually with COVID, his party was just like no. And a lot of his people, including his very, very top staff, like, I mean, top staff, quit. So once you have that, and once you have another, what, 50, 60 people in parliament just drop you, you're fucked. So what happens next is this. What do you think? Wait, what do you think of Boris Johnson resigning? Man, fuck him. Oh, wow. The NBC News poll. When Chrome loads, you motherfuck. Okay, I don't want news there from you. Because originally they liked Boris Johnson. They really did. Originally they loved the guy. He didn't just win the last election. He didn't just win the last election. He won the biggest number of seats since Margaret Thatcher. And Margaret Thatcher was so popular, the IRA tried to kill her like fucking 9 times. But yeah, keeping Parliament suspended, evading COVID-19 measures, PPE supplies, Chrome is being a fuck, as usual. Harassment issues, which I don't know about, so I'm not going to get into. I will say, though, his them's the things at the end is just casually like, I'm gonna look that up later. He's funny. He's a fucking funny guy, but he's not good leader. So yeah, this is where Brexit happened, and since he was mayor of London, obviously he voted to remain because Brexit relies heavily. I mean, London relies heavily on the fucking EU. I mean, the center of finance and technology and music and food and fucking London is not going to vote to leave the thing sustaining it. You know? That would be, you know what that'd be like? That'd be, I don't know how to put this. I don't know how I can put this. It is coming. It isn't coming to me. But yeah, London voted 60% to remain. So did Northern Ireland and Scotland because they were smart. Scotland especially, they don't want to like everything even shit here. and Northern Ireland because they knew they didn't want to risk a land border with the Republic, especially because it's Northern Ireland. They have a history of pew pew with the nationalists. Yeah, you've heard of the Troubles. And that just ended 25 years ago. And they don't want to restart that. That was an actual fear in Northern Ireland. That like you Brexit fucks up, they go pew pew to each other in Belfast again. And Gibraltar voted 95% because Gibraltar is a giant rich rock connected to Spain. What would you expect if they voted to fucking leave the EU? They'd need a land border to take a shit. So I found something, by the way, I found something odd. So I like Facebook in a way. Okay, I love and hate it. Hate it because it's gotten kind of boring. I mean, it was always boring. It was. But now it's what? Fucking baby pictures and old people. The groups on there, though, are immaculate. Like, I'm food shaming. This group is fucking magic. It might be my favorite part of the entire because I'm in a I'm in a mood today. I'm just gonna rip on people on people's food because I fucking can. I think I've seen this. Let's see this thing. Let's see this gargantuan monstrosity. Because the title of today's episode is "Some People Can't Cook," and I truly believe that. Right. So when I was taking my last class of my major during fucking COVID, which is great, I wrote my paper on the idea that like everyone can sing, which I still believe because to me I liken it to your ancestors got here on a fucking boat from wherever and learned English, right? They learned English, even if they came from Ireland. Ireland was only English speaking until the fucking Brits came in. If the English never came, Ireland would still be majority Irish speaking. They'd actually have a language, which now they don't. But again, I always say some people can sing because everyone learn the language, right? That, my dear, does not translate to cooking. Take it from someone who has been in college, who has lived around people. A lot of them cannot cook, or who's been in school anyways. A lot of them cannot cook. They just kind of throw shit in a pot and hope it sticks. Which, I mean, works for soups in some cultures, right? I'm Dominican, you have some culture. We just kind of the same thing. We just throw it in the fucking pot, put it on low, and just come back in like a year. But on food shaming, you have such monstrosities as this. Cornmeal pancakes with breakfast chili. These pancakes taste like cornbread and are smothered in breakfast chili. What is breakfast chili, you may ask? Well, it has breakfast sausage, bacon, maple syrup, and coffee in it. Are you fucking kidding me? Who is putting coffee in chili? You I'm both conflicted and internally revolting. Well, there's a lot of problems with this dish. A, we don't need all these flavors. Fucking coffee, maple syrup, chili. Just maybe next is just you take a shit, fucking chili, and call it a day. Second, it's the problem we have. It's the problem with breakfast in this country, right? Not like breakfast places. Some of them are good. Some of them are fucking garbage. That cornmeal pancake is. There's six of them with fucking chili and jalapenos and fucking butter. Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to fucking kill me? Because I swear, it's like I just. Yes, Koof. Jesus, can't spell today. It's kind of like. I, it's the problem I have with breakfast in this country. Now, other countries have the same problem. When I was in Ireland, the Irish breakfast is the same thing. It's fucking massive. I mean, literally, the fucking breakfast in Ireland is like beans, toast, egg, on a giant plate. Like beans, toast, egg, uh, fucking sauce, I think. It's mass. This is even worse. This is corn. This is like six cornmeal pancakes with chili for breakfast. You know, 8, 9. This thing is not food. It is fucking anesthetic. This thing will kill you. This is a thing you eat if you want to be if you have nowhere to be because you'll be in a fucking food coma until next Thursday. Right? Would I eat it? If I'm out of okay, I don't like saying on people. I don't like being one of those people who just being like, yeah, you made this fucking cunt. I'm going to just if you made it, I'm at a friend's house and they make it. I'm not gonna protest. I'll eat it. I won't have fucking slop. That fucking slop. I don't trust it, but I'll eat it if I'm presented to it. Otherwise, fuck no. Fuck no. People gotta stop. Okay, listen. I'm all for innovation. I'm all for innovation, right? I think being innovative and being new is all great. I get it. I'm in music. Right? Me and Say Day are both in music. It's an innovative field full of a lot of shit. But this is too innovative. There's a thing that's over innovative. Eventually you just start making shit up. Right? And this is where you kind of get over innovative. This just sucks. I mean, it's just straight up. It's just straight up trash. And no one should eat this. Like, let me scroll. I could be on this fucking group for days. Ugh. Pregnant in bed with migraine, my beautiful mother-in-law comes with the roast for. That's not a That's delaying vegetables in like canned gravy and like a sad. Does this mother-in-law hate her kid? Like the one who's having the baby? Does she want this baby to like die next week? It, why? At least admit you can't cook and get like order takeout. This is not a roast. If this is a roast, I'm black. Okay? It's like this is just sad. And there's so many like resources too. Ugh. To learn how to cook. It's 2022. If people learning English through fucking YouTube who've never set foot in a classroom, and you can't do this. Let's see more, because some of my connection is so uh pasta fazool. Facebook, you're being kind of a twat. I mean, Facebook's always been a twat. You know why? While I find some more stuff. Because Facebook, despite having tons of like the best engineers on it and shit, like Mark Zuckerberg is a Harvard dropout. He and his he and his Harvard buddies. I mean, founded by fucking Harvard engineers, but can't afford to fucking make a website. Go figure. Beanie weenies. Beanie weenies. Hmm. Yeah, it's just sad. I mean, is it edible? Sure. Would I? Hmm. It's a little weird, but probably after drinking. Sandwich cake. Are you a sandwich cake? Tofu, kelp caviar, and vegan sour cream. Hmm. I don't trust a lot of vegan cheese in air quotes products. I I don't. I am a well. I'm just about to invent the word bucket. Lactivore through and through. Is that what we're calling them now? I don't know, but we just did. Anyway, this is too busy. Like you get a lot of flavors in your mouth, and if you know what it feels, it just looks like something that like pretentious wedding would cater. Like if you're at someone's wedding and they clearly spent way too much money on this fucking thing. It feels like something they cater as a way to be fancy. Because vegan sour cream and Tropicali I'm from it's a rich town in this country. South Lake, Texas. I eat kelp caviar. Yeah, it just feels like something you'd make if you were at some expensive place that had no um style pizzazz or like uh taste in food, which is a lot of them. Sorry, a lot of them look off. This is for Southern only. What the What in the actual fuck is that? What is that? It looks like puke. It may taste like puke. I think it is puke. Okay, people, listen, buddy. When you're on the internet for as long as I have been, you come across a faction of people who are just a little bit too fond of, well, let's say a certain Robert E. Lee and the now condemned Confederate battle flag and the South. And usually that means they're a giant fucking racist. And usually they're one of those the South will rise again kind of people, which usually means they're fucking racist. 9% of them. If this is what they're serving, they won't rise again. Just be honest. If this is what they're serving, okay, we, as in the North, won the war for a fucking reason. Right? I have no idea what the fuck that is. I could maybe pick out like deviled eggs or something, which I love me some deviled eggs. I think they're amazing. Ew is right. What is that? It's like if I'm at a wedding and I get served that, I'm probably going to leave. And I've been to my share of weddings. Just, ugh. I don't even want to know what's in it. I just want to be near it. Cotton candy flavored snack balls. Spotted in my town's restaurant group. Oh, so here's the problem with people who think they can cook. They don't season shit. They don't season anything. So they have dry fucking meat, dry potatoes. Everything looks like puke and tastes like puke, and you wonder why these people get fucking food poisoning.
Yum. Yum. Chili, chili, chili. Chili dog, yum. Chili, chili, chili dog. Chili, chili dog.
Oh my. Oh, fuck. Wow. I'm conflicted. If you put it as like a regular hot dog, it's fine. But this thing could feed an entire family and then some. Even that fucking guy every 4th of July who eats like who eats the entire fucking continent full of hot dogs cannot do this. Okay, even that is beyond his abilities, and that fucking guy eats an entire like African village full of hot dogs each. Oh, the Bachelor's coming back on. I might have to review that live. Squash Blossom Blue Tortilla. Okay. It looks both like mold and something that got fucked by a volcano. It doesn't look appetizing. Right? It looks terrible. I understand places, doing like bread substitutes or like corn substitutes. I get it. I'd probably be gluten free if I could, but I like bread too much. And gluten free stuff at restaurants is really, really expensive because they have to do a lot of separate stuff. This just looks like shit. It Someone that just reminds you of the bacon that is unburnt and undercooked at the same time. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Bone-in turkey, is that fucking cooked? That's my question. Is that a fucking cooked or not? Because I don't know. They may just be serving raw turkey. Which just. Yeah, I think it's raw turkey. It's like. Ugh. Is turkey one of those meats? Hold up, let me look it up. Because raw beef, you can have raw beef. It's not ideal. Raw chicken will fucking kill you. Like, there's people who died. Yeah, salmonella you can get from raw turkey. Not surprised. See, there's people who've died eating fucking raw chicken because it's it's full of disease and salmonella and stuff. It's just awful for you. Right? So this place is probably this place is with liquid potatoes too. Ugh. This is a thing that will get someone killed. Right? It's like the requirements to be a cook here are none. Just, we have none. Bone Island Grill. Shrimps with toasted bread and thousands Iceland, pickled cucumber, and fresh pickled cucumber. Well, first of all, the description made my fucking brain itch. Second of all, ugh. ugh, I'm not a shrimp person. I've had cod once and I was kind of under the influence. If I, tried this you know, trying out a taste for seafood, no, no. And I mean, I think eating that fucking seafood fucked your description off too, because I don't know what this means. Oh, got the flaming hot cherry bull milk. Are you out of your fucking mind? Milk, Red Bull, Pepsi, the newest flavor of atomic sugar juice. It gave Mount. So the newest flavor of fucking atomic obesity juice. They have a new flavor of fucking milk every 3 days, I swear. Fucking gross stuff. Anyway, ugh. And you know what the worst part is about this concoction of shit? Someone drank this. Someone went on Snapchat, went to their friend, and they were like, "Hey Jimmy, hey Jimmy, I don't have brain cells today. They died in the car. They died in a car accident. Do you want to try this milk I made?" And because I imagine these are all, if you've been around 20 something males, a lot of them are genuinely fucking, like, if I was in college, maybe, honestly, if I was still in college, back in the, like, rebellious time when everyone's fucking crazy, maybe I tried. Hi, Lenny. Maybe I tried. Because I guarantee you I know who made this. Probably some 20 something. Because take it from a guy who's been to college. 20 something males are collectively very stupid. They're collectively kind of dipshits. Impulsive. They drink they drink like a fish. They just, a lot of them party like it's 1979. So yeah, this was probably made in the college frat because my university, my alma mater, had a lot of them. Some of the frat boys were fine. A lot of them were great. Some of them, I swear to fuck, they may have just paid their way into college. Like, they bribed some fucking counselor to, like, 100 to get in. This was a frat invention. I would bet money on it right fucking now. That this was a frat invention. It's only that demographic. Because they get to college, get fucking lobotomized for like 4 years, and then eventually grow up. Inshallah. This was a frat invention. I mean, here's the thing though. If you take the milk out, can I just be honest? You take the milk out, maybe. But the milk makes everything worse. The milk makes everything worse. Let's see some more, then I'm gonna pop it with my next thing. What is this? I'm at a loss for words. This could be, you see, this could be beans, this could be just shit. I don't know what this is, and I'm both confused and pissed off and like enjoyed. Why is this your lunch guy on Facebook? Yes, this also. Fuck. We're going back to this. Yep, not wrong. That is a fucking college dorm. That is some D minus dorm at fucking nowhere state. I that is some D. Along with this may be at some meal at fucking nowhere state because a lot of that these shittiest dining halls. They're paying like 8,000 a semester for fucking inedible food. I don't know what this is. This is the problem. I don't know what this is. So I'm confused. Is it bean? Is it toast? If I knew what it was, it looks beanish, so maybe. Is this after? I mean, he's not wrong. No, I pause. That isn't bad. That's the one win this group gets. Now this mayonnaise. I understand it. I get it. I really do. But why? Would I fuck with it? Probably. Would I eat this? No. I mean, it. Some people would love it. I mean, they love the absolute dog shit out of that. You serve it at like a shitty restaurant somewhere, that thing could sell. Me, no, I like having insides mayonnaise with Wreckham. Now the next thing is not as much funny as it is in feet. I saw this on a fucking text. So Facebook shines in yes, Hellman's. Right? So where Facebook shine this tag groups, like it's the only thing keeping Facebook alive. And I think and some other groups that are like shit posting or something, I don't know. This is one I saw. Which as someone who's worked in retail, I can tell you this is a bad idea. I'm gonna go down to the one I saw that made me want to set something on fire. Let's see, cause it's kind of like yes, barefoot people who think the no shoes part is optional because They're fucking animals. Okay, okay, I need to rant for a bit. Listen here, you motherfucker. I have worked in retail. Take it from someone who worked at I used to work for a big chain many months ago. Then I moved. We do not clean those floors. A lot of those stores, take it, are putrid as fuck. I mean, those floors are putrid as fuck. Wait, I gotta. We do not clean those floors. And yet you want to bring your fucking outdoor diseases in like someone else's pet dog. I thought we were a civilized society, man. I thought we were civilized. You know, I knew a guy like this in fucking college, in piano class. So music majors have to take a piano class for their major, and I knew a guy who never wore fucking shoes. He was some kind of like 1970s hippie commune fucking vagrant motherfucker. He was cool. I liked him, but he was also disgusting. Like genuinely fucking disgusting. He never wore shoes anywhere. And that building is an old brutalist 70s. I need to get this picture off my fucking timeline. And I probably give this computer an exorcist. Old putrid motherfucker of a building. Don't do that. Now you bring your old. Ugh. Now I'm kind of mad now because all these. It's like if you you know what I want to do to you if I'm working on a store you bring your bare feet to. I'm gonna take whatever's in your fucking cart and put it back, and I'm yeeting you out of the fucking store. And probably hiring an exorcist, for being honest, because it's for your own good, right? It's for your own good when a lot of those stores are fucking putrid, or if they're clean, only started getting clean recently, like Walmart. The Walmart in my hometown used to be fucking disgusting. I mean, a putrid piece of fucking crap. It's gotten better now, but it's still Walmart. You know? So don't do that. Don't bring your. You know what it's like? It's like those people. I experienced this thing. Fucking what? Um, what was it? Like on the fourth. It's like those people who litter everywhere. They have their trash and they just make the park a fucking mess. People who walk around barefoot are the same. Are the same way. And that's being kind. There's a lot of people who would say they should just be straight up executed. I'm not that way. I'm saying get them shoes on, and then maybe we'll talk about execution. Anyway, what was I going to do last? I like to keep you to an hour. what was I going to search? Wait, let me get them. I need to, because I have a lot of addresses saved on here from grad parties I went to. I had a ton saved and only went to like two grad part, like 5 or 6 grad parties, all all that senior year. That was a fun fucking time. I'm gonna revisit where I went, where I used to live, where I went to college for a couple of years, and revisit their food scene. I'm gonna find a place and just kind of talk about it to end the show. Maybe I'll talk about all of them. I don't know. And thanks for coming, Sarah. I do this often. Anyway, Mexican Village downtown. Ugh. Now, Sarah is in Texas, which means by default she is spoiled because she has better Mexican food than pretty much everyone else. Mexican Village is not so. It's it's very, very Americanized, cheap, like Mexican food with a kind of fake exterior that like the shit like Americans know about Mexico. So it's like bright colors and the 5 songs they know that they probably heard on the radio somewhere. Also, it was kind of for I don't know why, but it was kind of dark, which is weird. It was mildly scary, which is not a Max place it should be. Would I go back there? Fuck no. I am in a mission. So this is downtown St. Cloud, Minnesota. I'm in a mission to go to every place downtown before I graduated. This was one of the last. I think I went here like middle of COVID, so there was no one there. Okay, let's see some more. This empty spot here was the press. R.I.P. It was burned down because the owner. It was an arson, insurance fraud from the owners. Sticky fucking floors. Cheap drinks. Occasionally they'd have like I don't remember when, but some days they just have some days where they just I think you could win some money. It was a weird fuck place. The Keller. Aw. Someone got stabbed here. Like over winter break. And the Keller is kind of this dungeon. It really is a dungeon. It's like sticky floors, free popcorn, cheap drinks, comedy at like 9 p.m. on Wednesdays. It's a fun time. It really is a fun fucking time. I love it. It's very dingy though. Wait a minute. Okay, am I gonna do some Googling and real? So this building and the one next to it used to be a recording store. And this was a sandwich. It used to be a recording store at a sandwich shop. Then it became a mediocre Subway. And then, this is no shit, Sarah. All of the Subways in that area, all of them went out. Which, good. Subways isn't that good, but it's all like a stick of fucking dynamite. Just, and then they just stayed empty for a long fuck time. And then some, like, what was it? Clothes. I like to reminisce about this place because I love it much. I'll do it later. Yeah, they just all went to all Subways. It was a fun time. There might be a date. I don't know when. I don't know when, but someday. It's true. Like fucking couple of years ago, what was it? Like right over here outside this nightclub, they stabbed two bitches right outside the fucking red carpet. I think it might have been inside the nightclub, which is a very dated nightclub with a lot of live music, cool drinks. I know two people who got married there. So yeah, not on St. Cloud. I mean, is it the safest place in the world? No. Is it fun? Yeah. Talk to anyone you know in the in your Discord or on your show tomorrow later today. They'll corroborate if they live in that area. Still from Steel. Oh man, Brothers Bar and Grill. Holy shit. There used to be a lot of them in the state. Then they all closed, which is probably for the best because the one there, it was up there. It was in that area a couple of years, and just it same aesthetic as the rest downtown. Uh, Cheap drinks, sticky floors. You can look up the health inspector reports for every restaurant in the county in the tri county area. It was ranked at the bottom, meaning the food wasn't edible. Literally, you can look up health reports for all places, and it was at the bottom, which basically means they may have just I don't know what with the food, but this thing closed. This place I would repeatedly do intimate things to. This old brick house. We I don't know what this is. Google Map is being weird. Uh, well, brick house is an Irish pub, which means it actually has actual fucking beer. Anyway, this place is amazing. It's a classic Irish pub with like your standard like fixings and furniture and great food. I should go to bed so I can. I need to do some ex. I should go to fucking bed. I need to just intend to Google it. But yeah, I mean Irish pub, uh, the whole shit. I miss that place. Let's see what else before I go to bed. I need to do some fucking Googling to see if that place is still there. This place never carded me, which is fucking awesome. Let's see before Politos. And then probably last one before I go to bed. It's fucking one. The things about St. Cloud is that its pizza selection is not that good. It has this, which is like your standard by the slice college dungeon, which is it's a good pizza, but it's not the best. And Sbarro at the mall, which is great. And what else is it? House of Pizza and not much else. This again, like a lot of places in this fucking town, for some reason it's dark. Like I don't know what is with this town and lighting, but it's dark. Cheap pizza though, actually pretty good. And they offered me a fucking job one summer, but they paid like $9.95 an hour, which is not enough to do anything on. So I was like, fuck, you guys are great. You guys are great, but also fuck off. You guys are fuck off. Now before I go, I have to give a tour of the St. Cloud State University where I went to fucking school. Because I'm pretty sure I've been in every building here. So there's a couple dorms at St. Cloud State, like, this is Lawrence, this is where the international students are, and others. Sherburne, which is where all the freshmen are. It is a it is an absolute motherfucking dump. Sherburne Hall. It's also the tallest building in that entire county, which is really, really sad. But it was almost closed until COVID happened, and they were like, "Oh yeah, we need to keep this open so they don't get fucking COVID from the other dorms that's, you know, are barely any good." Benton was kind of like old, brutalist dorms no one wanted to live in, and I don't blame them. They closed them a couple years ago and I think they're tearing them down soon-ish. I have no clue. Stearns, they were revived a couple years ago. Stearns, they revived a couple years ago. For, I don't remember why. Also, not very good, but it's a fun dorm. I mean, it has your typical like dorm shit and the shared they all have the shared fucking bathroom which were putrid. Holy fuck. Those things, okay, fuck, I'm not trying to put this. Fuck those baths in Wuhan. COVID came from those fucking dorms. From those community dorms. Because holy fuck. And then Case and Hill are same college dorms. They're all the same dorms because no one fucking lives in them. Garvey is where they go to eat. Eat very loosely. The food there is. Here's the weird story. Uh, Food, barely. It used to have good food in like 2015, 16. And yeah, Mississippi, right over here. That's or the part of town. I know some people who live over here too. One of the houses on this side actually got viral because it's some fucking 70s Barbie house, I think. I'd have to find where it is. Yeah, the food here is fucking dog shit. In typical college, dorm fashion. Not of them good food. Uh, this is where the art students are. They're all weird. This is where, what was it? What was in fucking Stewart? Oh yeah. Uh, that giant auditorium named for someone, I think, and the TV station we have because there's fucking three majors at the school: TV, nursing, and engineering. There's three fucking majors at that school. It's engineering, nursing, and TV. We're like, if you're a TV anchor from the cities, you fucking went here. Area 51. That was back in the day when they just had a building behind the other building, and that was where like all the political science classes were. My first year had a class by an actual communist, like an actual like lived in Chile when Allende was overthrown, like left of Castro communist. He was a fun guy. I might skip around, so, but yeah. The performing, I spent a lot of fucking time here. I spent a lot of time in this fucking. You know what? You know what? I'm going to show people this fucking brutalist fucking square. I spent 5 years of my life. That's not it. That's one of the dorms. November. Oh yeah, it looks like November. It looks like. Well, first of all, it's Minnesota. Anything in November looks like Minnesota because Minnesota's in fucking November. It what if it could be anything? It could be 70 degrees. It could be fucking snowing. It's a mess. This brutalist piece of shit I went to school in. It's hideous. It was built back in the time, late 60s, early 70s when brutalism and making every giant building a slab of fucking concrete was like in. Yeah, spent a lot of time here. Most of that is lost to time because there's no fucking signal in there. But that's where a lot of music, film, theater classes are. This is the main, like, what was it? Student center, your food. We had the one Denny's in this entire fucking area. And the one Denny's for a solid, like, hour of time. The nearest Denny's was a fucking hour away. That's the science building. It is a lot of, like, the science parts and the labs and all of that. And the gym and the hockey center where they put all their fuck money. And then, ironically, CrossFit is where And ironically, across from it is the shittiest fucking neighborhood of all time. Okay, so people in St. Cloud, and they're absolutely right on two neighborhoods as being the shittiest part of the entire town. Over here, so right by 10 is going south towards the cities. This thing here, there's a lot of unsavory apartments. This neighborhood, by this is where all the students live. For some reason, despite the fact that it's mostly students, this neighborhood is a fucking war zone. Like, I think it had an actual shooting here, like on Wednesday. I think Savage Thoughts covered it, but wow, that neighborhood is fucking dog shit. Yeah, it's a weird place to be, St. Cloud. But yeah, I haven't lived in it probably 2 years now. It's a weird, weird place. It's kind of hip. It's kind of like Minneapolis. Like, I don't know. I don't fish, unfortunately. But on the other hand, it has a lot of sketchy fucking shit. A lot of real just, especially the farther you get from downtown. Like downtown is cool, and then you get farther away. So this is going westbound towards the highway. Some of these parts are even shittier. Like, wow. I may just one day go back up there with whoever wants to from the shared universe we live in, just fucking tour. Because I know this town like the back of my hand. I think you know it better than my own town. So I may just one day for a stream just go up there and drive around it. I'm gonna fucking back by the way. It's 1:30 at night. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to bed. I need to sleep. Because I'm trying not to be one of the people who's up at fucking 4 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 2 in the morning, doing all these things. You know, it's dumb. Yeah, it's not a bad town, by the way. It just it has its moments. Now, the one thing you gotta worry about, we have an air. Actually, you could. We have an airport. St. Cloud has an airport, but that fucking airport has two destinations, and one of them. Oh, I never went to Coyote. Hmm. It's not just a regional airport. It's not a fucking airport. Oh, this web. Thank you for loading. I could make it better after my fucking sleep. Flight info. Yeah, there's because we have an airport. We really do, but it's not like a thing that like some states have. Fucking what is it? I just had a brain fart. Some places, some regional airports are actually pretty good, where you can like save money. This no, this is just it's two destinations. And one just happens to go from Florida, so... Oh. Otherwise, you probably have to go from MSP. Let's see how